I found the card in my jacket pocket on a Tuesday. White cardstock, slightly worn at the edges, printed in plain black text. Dr. Vera Lim, neurological consultation. Thursday, 11:30 a.m. Please arrive 15 minutes early. There was an address below, a medical building downtown I'd driven past 100 times. I stood in the middle of my bedroom, staring at it. I'm a high school chemistry teacher, 29 years old. I don't see neurologists. I've never heard of Dr. Vera Lim. I checked my calendar. Nothing scheduled for Thursday. My boyfriend, Marcus, was in the shower. I showed it to him when he came out. "Is this yours?" I asked. He glanced at it. "No. Maybe it was in the jacket when you bought it?" "I've had this jacket for 3 years." He shrugged, kissed my forehead. "Probably just got mixed up with your stuff somehow. Toss it." I meant to. But something stopped me. The card felt deliberately placed, not random, not accidental. That night I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about it. At 2 in the morning I got up and Googled Dr. Vera Lim. Nothing. No website, no medical board listings, no reviews, nothing. I searched the address. It was real, a 6-story medical complex. But when I looked up the directory, there was no Dr. Lim listed. I told myself I'd forget about it. But Wednesday night, I had a dream. I was sitting in a waiting room. Cream-colored walls, magazines on a coffee table, soft classical music playing from hidden speakers. A receptionist called my name. "The doctor will see you now." I walked down a hallway. White tile, fluorescent lights. My footsteps echoed. At the end of the hall was a door. It opened before I could knock. Inside, a woman sat behind a desk. Asian features, maybe 50. Hair pulled back severely. She wore glasses with thin silver frames. "You're early," she said. Her voice was cold, clinical. "We don't start until Thursday." I woke up gasping. Marcus was snoring beside me. The clock read 3:42 a.m. I picked up my phone, checked my photos, my recent calls, anything that might explain the dream. That's when I noticed the reminder. Someone had added an event to my phone's calendar. Dr. Lim, Thursday, 11:30 a.m. I didn't add it. I never add appointments manually. I use a shared calendar with Marcus for everything. This was separate. A new calendar I'd never created, called Medical. I deleted it immediately. When I refreshed, it was back. I deleted it again, turned my phone off, counted to 10, turned it back on. The appointment was still there. Thursday morning, I called in sick. I wasn't going anywhere near that medical building. I spent the day at home, grading papers, watching TV, trying to feel normal. At 11:15 a.m., my phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. "You're going to be late." My hand started shaking. I blocked the number. 5 seconds later, another text, different number. "Dr. Lim doesn't appreciate tardiness." I turned my phone off, threw it on the couch. At 11:30 exactly, my landline rang. I haven't given anyone my landline in years. It came with the apartment. I've never even used it. I stared at it. 6 rings. 7. 8. I picked up. "Hello?" Silence. Then breathing. Slow and steady. "Who is this?" I demanded. A woman's voice. The same one from my dream. "You missed your appointment." "I don't have an appointment. I don't know who you are."
"We've been trying to reach you for weeks, Owen. This is the 4th reminder." "4th? This is the first card I've..." "Check your coat pockets." The line went dead. I stood there, receiver in my hand, heart hammering. I went to the closet, started checking my jackets, all of them. In my winter coat, I found another card. Same design, same appointment. But the date was 3 weeks ago. In my rain jacket, another one, 6 weeks ago. In my old denim jacket I hadn't worn since summer, another, 2 months ago. 4 cards, 4 missed appointments, all for today. all for 11:30 a.m. No, wait, I looked closer. The dates were different, but the day was always Thursday, and the time was always 11:30, like someone had been trying to get me there, over and over. I called Marcus. He was at the gym. "I need you to come home," I said. "Something's wrong." "What happened?" "I can't explain over the phone. Please, just come home."
That night, he insisted on staying up with me. We watched movies until midnight. He fell asleep on the couch around 1. I stayed awake. At 3:42 a.m., the exact time I'd woken from the dream, my phone turned itself on. I watched it happen. The screen glowed. The Apple logo appeared. Then a notification. New voicemail. I hadn't heard it ring. I put the phone on speaker, played the message. Static. Then that voice. "Owen, you're making this much harder than it needs to be. The procedure is mandatory. We'll be in touch with a new appointment time shortly. Please cooperate." Click. I dropped the phone. Marcus stirred but didn't wake. I went to the bathroom, splashed cold water on my face, looked at myself in the mirror. That's when I saw it. Behind my left ear, a small mark, circular, about the size of a pencil eraser. It looked like a scar, but I'd never had a scar there. I touched it. It didn't hurt, but the skin felt different, smoother, like it had been burned and healed over. I pulled my hair back, looked closer. Inside the circle was a number, 04. I felt dizzy, grabbed the sink to steady myself. I went back to the kitchen, looked at the appointment cards again. 4 cards, 4 attempts. The mark said 04. I woke Marcus up. "Look at this," I said, showing him the mark. "Look behind my ear." He squinted, leaned in. "I don't see anything." "Right there, the circle, the number. Owen, there's nothing there." "Are you fucking kidding me? It's right." "Baby, you need to sleep. You're exhausted. You're seeing things." I pulled away from him, took a picture with my phone, zoomed in. In the photo, the mark was clear, obvious. I showed him. He looked at the screen, then at me. That's weird. Some kind of lighting glitch? "It's not a glitch. It's on my skin." He didn't argue, but I could see he didn't believe me. I spent the rest of the night researching. Involuntary processing, medical conspiracies, mind control, anything. I found stories, forums, people talking about appointments they didn't make, doctors who didn't exist, marks appearing on their bodies. Most of them ended the same way. "I'm going to the appointment. I need to know what this is. I'll update after." None of them ever updated. Friday morning, a new card appeared. This time it was taped to my front door. Dr. Vera Lim, neurological consultation, Monday, 11:30 a.m. Final notice. Marcus saw it too. This time he couldn't rationalize it away. "We're calling the police," he said. We did. They took a report, told us it sounded like harassment, possibly stalking. They'd increase patrols in the area. They didn't take the cards, didn't seem interested in the mark behind my ear. The officer just said, "Don't go to the appointment, block any numbers that contact you, install a security camera." We installed 2 cameras, front door and back. Saturday, nothing happened. Sunday, nothing. I started to relax. Maybe it was over. Maybe whoever was doing this got bored. Monday morning, I woke up at 6 a.m. Marcus was already up, making coffee. "Feeling better?" he asked. Yeah. We ate breakfast. I got ready for work, packed my bag. At 10:45, I started feeling strange, dizzy, disconnected, like I was watching myself from outside my body. "You okay?" Marcus asked. "I feel weird. Maybe you should stay home today." "No, I'll be fine. Just need some air." I walked to my car, got in, put the key in the ignition, and then I wasn't in my car anymore.
I was sitting in a waiting room. Cream-colored walls, magazines on a coffee table, soft classical music. The same room from my dream. A receptionist looked up, smiled. "Mr. Harrison, right on time. Dr. Lim is ready for you." I tried to stand, to run, but my body wouldn't listen. I walked down the hallway, white tile, fluorescent lights. The door at the end opened. Dr. Lim sat behind her desk, thin silver glasses, expression unreadable. "Please sit." I sat. "Do you know why you're here, Owen?" "No." "You were selected 4 months ago. Preliminary scans showed optimal compatibility. The procedure should have been simple, but you've been resistant." "I don't understand." She stood, walked around the desk, stood behind me.
The mark behind your ear. Do you know what it means? No. It's a designation. You're the 4th in your batch. There were 9 others. They all completed their procedures without incident. What procedure? Her hand touched the back of my head, right over the mark. Integration. Pain exploded through my skull. I woke up in my car, key still in the ignition. 11:47 a.m. on the dashboard clock. I'd lost 17 minutes. Marcus was calling, over and over. I answered. "Where are you?" he shouted. "You were supposed to be at school an hour ago." I'm in my car." "Are you okay? You sound weird." "I'm fine. I'll call you back." I hung up. Checked the rearview mirror. The mark behind my ear was gone. But when I looked at my reflection, something was different. My eyes. They looked the same, brown, normal, but when I blinked, just for a fraction of a second, they were white. Completely white. I'm writing this now because I need to remember. I need to remember that something happened, that I went somewhere. But the details are fading. Every time I try to think about Dr. Lim, about the room, about what she did, it slips away. Marcus keeps asking if I'm okay. I keep telling him I'm fine. And I think I believe it. I think I'm fine. But last night, I woke up at 3:42 a.m. and I was standing in the backyard, holding my phone. There was a draft email open, addressed to 9 people I don't recognize. The subject line said, "Integration complete. Batch 04 successful." I deleted it, but this morning it was in my sent folder. I'm fine. I'm completely fine. I'm going to make dinner for Marcus tonight. Something nice. And tomorrow, I'm going back to work. Everything is normal. Everything is fine. But if you get an appointment card from Dr. Vera Lim, don't go. Please, don't go.